Chaos Production, yeah, that's me.
Yo, what is good, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the third, and as always, I have my lovely co-hostess with the most by my side, Miss Reese PC, the one and only.
Hey, y'all.
And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up for another exclusive segment of This, That, and the Third, the lifestyle show that gives you life, literally. Now, joining us on today's exclusive segment is none other than our big sister, Miss Susan Reed. Can we begin by slow clapping this beautiful queen in, please?
Yes.
First and foremost, welcome back to the show.
So excited
I don't
be
think we've seen
here.
her on the show since season 1, maybe?
And I don't even think she was on the show.
She sent us somebody.
Yeah,
And
I
she
sent you
came.
somebody, but I came.
She
Who
came.
you sent?
Dave. Dean. With the last name.
Right,
I wasn't
Kantar.
there.
You weren't
You
there,
weren't
so
there.
yeah, we
Yeah.
rocked. We held it down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it was a
saying?
good
But
show.
Yeah,
she's
for
here
Thanksgiving.
and she's back.
Yeah,
and
I
thank
am.
you for coming.
And
Yeah.
thank you for having me.
Oh,
I'm
always.
excited.
It's
I'm so
our
proud of you all.
pleasure. So for people that aren't in tune with you as a brand, as an entrepreneur, as a filmmaker, as a this, that, and the third alum, can you please tell the people who you are and what you into?
Absolutely. So I am Susan Reed. I am a filmmaker here in Chicago who has transitioned to Los Angeles and now Atlanta.
Straight up.
I've been doing some production, producing, involved with BET Awards, Food Network, and now making some ventures into some bigger arenas.
Come on, son.
yeah.
Come on, son. What biggest arenas?
Right.
Tell
Don't
them
stop
people
there.
where you at,
Don't
man.
stop there.
Y'all seen it on Facebook, so she gonna tell you about it.
So I am doing some voiceover for the Have and Have Nots, which is the
Come on.
Tyler Perry show out in Atlanta.
Come on, man. TPS
And
Studios.
I got booked for a few episodes actually, so that was a blessing.
Yeah.
And then transitioning into doing some looping, which
Okay.
is the ADR and background voiceovers for Ambitions, which is Will Packer's show.
Come on,
So,
Will. Come on, Will.
yeah.
Come through.
And I just got a text,
Okay.
guys.
Uh-oh.
I was waiting to share this with
New
you.
news for all y'all new news.
I am being interviewed tomorrow, in fact, to be part of the crew for Son of the South, which Spike Lee is executive producer.
Come on, son. Come on, son. That's slow clap worthy as well. Please. The winds don't stop on this and the third. On the real.
So yeah, so I just was having a conversation with Reese before you came in, and our wonderful producer behind the camera, talking about how I want to continue to be part of the crew that started with me and finishing with that same crew. So these folks been down with me from the very beginning. So I
10
love
toes.
that. So, yeah.
10 toes down,
Yeah,
man.
so I was
And
about
when we spread our wings, we don't forget where we come from. I think that's the
Absolutely.
biggest
It's
thing, man.
important to like reach back, pull up. Like,
Come on,
come on
son.
now.
Come on, son. We all can make it.
Gotta
We
do
all
that.
can make
You
it.
gotta do that. So it's important for me to be here with y'all.
Now, do you feel that the move from Chicago?
That's what I was just going to ask.
You already know we on that.
Don't you feel like you had to get out?
Come on, son.
You get it to come
Come
back?
on, man. Tell the people. How you feeling about that?
It's more of a crabs in a barrel mentality than I realized here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Sip to that.
And I think, oh wait, hold on, I will join you.
Oh, my stars. We got to do better.
It's we do have to do better. I think it's important to share the experiences, share the knowledge. Again, Reese was blessing me when I came in a little earlier, talking about how she kind of was getting her start on a few sets, and so thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
On the real.
Thank you.
Hold that door open.
You know what
You
I'm
get your foot in the
saying?
door, you
That's
hold
what
it
we're supposed
open.
to do,
Yeah.
and it's still supposed to be that way. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to venture off, I was talking again to producer behind the camera.
Hello. 2226 Studio.
Call me if you're in
Yeah.
the ATL.
Yeah.
See what we got going on, because stuff just moves really fast
Fast.
there.
Yeah. How does I know the Shy is the Shy. How does LA's production scene compare to Atlanta's and vice versa?
LA was a learning lesson for me. There are groups and pockets of people that do specifically what they do within that group or that pocket. And you either can elevate above that and try to, make your way. I made some connections which were great, and I'm so thankful for that. And then ran into a connection from years ago that invited me to Atlanta. She happens to be one of the assistant directors with Tyler Perry, and she was like, you should come, we should work together, and this has been history ever since.
Awesome.
So it's left.
But I like how you mentioned the pockets within LA. And now, if you do decide to elevate outside of those pockets, is there a a wishing well of wishes, or is it more like?
I think the genuine people are going to always wish you well. And for me, it was just trying to be more seasoned in who those individuals were. Because coming from Chicago, you have your camp that kind of rides with you everywhere.
Right.
But LA, it wasn't like that. It was just brand new. And so you meet people that want to put you on and help you to elevate, but the doors don't open as quickly. Hollywood is basically dominated still by our Jewish brothers. Yeah. And I don't think that's ever going to change.
Okay, so
that's another
because
topic.
you're saying that, that's considered anti-Semitic. So, you know, that's the thing here.
Jewish brothers, though. The brothers. They can.
L'chaim. That's anti-Semitic. But my question is this. And I'm a little uncouth. Y'all got to not forgive me, but fuck with me on this. All right, so listen. When you said somebody from back in the day came back into your life and then became the plug for the Atlanta move, how important is networking and not in relationships and not necessarily wanting instant gratification from such?
It's everything. It's everything. And that's the same thing that I will say again as far as being involved with the two of you. You know what I'm saying? The networks that either I can put you on or you all can share with me and we continue to build and brand and blossom into whatever this is that we're doing creatively is what we want. Everybody don't feel that way.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I can't speak for everybody, but I think that's how it should be.
Right.
Especially because you ain't gonna be in your role forever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little bit more seasoned than you all as far as the birth certificate goes.
Seasoned to perfection.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to leave whatever knowledge that I have or whatever connects that I have for you all to continue to do what you do. And then you can say, well, you know, my girl Susan helped me out. That's what it's supposed to be.
Can't take it with you?
Right.
Put your people on. Put your people on.
So I love
That's what
that.
it's supposed to be, but not necessarily always what it is, unfortunately. But we changing the game, so I think we'll take that Will Packer connect and maybe Tyler Perry. Yeah, we'll probably take the Tyler Perry connect.
And now y'all keep y'all posted on the Spike Lee connect.
And the Spike.
Yes.
I actually, man.
Is it going to be in Atlanta or where you shooting?
They are filming in Montgomery, Alabama. It is a period piece, in fact. And he and Barry Alexander Brown have worked together since Do the Right Thing.
Okay.
So Barry is actually directing this one, and Spike is EPing it, executive producing it, I'm sorry. And then, lingo. So we're just going to kind of graduate into the next levels.
Okay.
So even for me sitting here saying I've worked with Tyler, I worked with Will.
Right.
You know,
Awesome.
That's like dope.
Major.
It's big, man. But I think more importantly, they've worked with you.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that like in all sincerity, like they have to know.
Well, and just because I remember before the move, right up until the move, everything that came along with the move, and then making the move, and then questioning
moving
the
within
move.
the move.
Yep.
Right, you know, just I know the journey, and so to see you at this place now is like just
Who better?
awesome, right? And you know,
you.
it's like congratulations, she deserves everything she's getting right now, and it shows you and it proves that if you stay consistent and stick with it, if you truly love it. And that's what you want to do, then eventually things will happen and doors will open, but you got to stay in it.
And you have to love what you do.
Yeah.
Because if
Definitely.
it's something that
First and
feels like work,
First and foremost.
you will toil and you
first
will
and
burn out.
Because I remember you grinding through school, and I remember you all the way back from Creative Cypher.
Come on, son.
What's up, Troy Pryor?
Hey.
So just watching you all's elevation over the last few years and getting to the... Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Man.
That's dope, right?
Come on, man. Y'all remember the original logo? Y'all remember.
Yep.
We've upgraded.
It was. It was like, I
It was
seen
just-
that hoodie.
it was almost like a chance 3.
Exactly.
It was like we was trying too hard
I.
and then we just had to embrace who we are. You know what I'm saying? We had to embrace ourselves,
So I'm
man.
loving that.
And you step fully into who you are. Going forward though, like what are you aspiring? You know what I'm saying? Goal setting. Obviously, you want to leave behind the wisdom you've accumulated and plug other people into the network. But like just personally, like What is success about to be looking
Personally,
like?
for me, I have just acquired an agent, so I am repped by Gill Talent. Who,
Hey,
right.
Gill?
Yeah. So they are agents for the Atlanta area and also Chicago.
Okay.
So the voice, or more of the voiceover part, is in Chicago. So hopefully y'all see me a lot.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And then the on-screen stuff is mostly in Atlanta. So I just had some headshots done. And,
Yeah, I saw it. Super cute.
Trying to
Come on,
get into the whole, right, trying to get into the whole on-screen thing.
Right.
Because y'all know I'm always behind.
The
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah,
and
working
I
that
love
magic. But that's why I say the brothers and sisters that you're working with are blessed to have you, because it's so many people that just want to. I'm one of them. I just want to be front and center. But the magic behind the camera. Come on, son, the ladies. It's dope behind the camera, man.
It is. You get all of that. You perfect it. That's your craft, and
Right.
you just keep blooming with it.
So somebody that's checking out this episode right now and is like, man, I want to connect. I want to get in tune. How do they get in tune? How they follow you? How they support what you're doing? All that type of stuff.
Okay, so I am on Instagram, Chicago, the number 2, LA Films. You can
Chicago
follow
to
me
LA
there,
Films,
DM
okay.
me there. Then I also have a second Instagram, just Susan Chi, CHI. What's up? To the number 2, LA. So you can find me there, or Facebook.
Okay.
Susan L. Reed on Facebook. So yeah.
Straight like that, straight
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And you said the current projects that you mentioned, that's what's working right now. Any upcoming projects that we should be excited about as well?
Well, Mr. Perry is, and I have to say that out of respect, because he was like, what you call me? Yes, we've had conversations.
Oh, he be on that?
Yes, yeah. But he's
Tyler, until I meet you, I'll say that out.
But I told him, I was like, I'm so proud of you. And he just blushed and was like a
Yeah.
little kid. So, but he's a really cool guy. He is blessing so many people. There was a mom recently, I think, that was killed or something at it was recent.
Right,
St. Clair
tragedy.
family. Yeah, so he just does some big things. But he's back from his tour. He's doing the Medea Farewell
Right.
tour
I
now.
did see
hear about
the
that.
play,
Yeah,
the live
yeah.
play. Yeah.
So he gets back in May, and it's talk of an upcoming film in June. The last film, feature film, actually, I was blessed to work on with him, we did it in December, right before Christmas. And we don't have a release date for that, but
Okay.
Cicely Tyson, Felicia Rashad.
Yeah, he
Oh,
stayed with
what's
the
the
vets.
name of it?
Fall from Grace.
He
Fall
stayed
from
with
Grace.
the vets.
Yeah, you know I love Felicia.
Yeah, so it's a
You are
beautiful
Felicia.
cast. You
Like
really-
people actually refer to you
yeah.
as Felicia. They be
Yeah.
like, so
I love it.
is Claire coming to the? I'm like,
Beautiful lady.
who's Claire?
Really beautiful lady. But yeah,
the
so
rip.
we'll see what happens after that.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all tune in and
Follow
turn
her,
up.
check her out, stay in.
Stay connected, man, because she is the plug, and so are you, low key. So before we get up out of here, though, we gonna play a game that is tradition here on This and the Third,
I'm
and it's
ready.
called This, That, and the Third. And the rules are simple. All you gotta do, we're gonna ask you 3 questions. You just gotta answer honestly and from the heart. Ready to play?
Yep.
All right, well, this is this. We talked earlier about the relocation and the move and, just transporting yourself from Chicago to LA and then LA to Atlanta. What was the biggest fear that you had to overcome throughout that whole, am I going to do it or am I not going to do it? What was the biggest thing that possibly could have held you back from your destiny?
Where was I gonna live?
Oh, my stars. It's so fucking expensive in LA, dog. They told me that for the price of my building,
Everyone in LA.
Oh, yeah.
I could probably maybe get a 2-bedroom apartment out there, dog.
Yes.
Like, for the price of a building here in Chicago. Chicago's not inexpensive. You said everyone in LA has what?
A roommate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
couch
grown
surfed
people,
for the
families
entire
with
2
roommates.
years.
Couch surfed? Tell the people.
Man, y'all.
What is
I'm just
couching?
saying, couching is like you need somewhere to stay.
Tonight!
You're gonna make this dream.
And the rest of the month.
I left everything. I had nothing
I
but a
know.
suitcase. Which
That's
I have now.
wild.
Yeah, I already know.
That's bold.
Yeah, did the jump.
You got
I'm
what
all
Steve
about
Harvey
that
say, that
jump.
leap
Already
of
know.
faith? Yeah, that
Yeah,
sometimes you
so-
gotta be pushed, but if you can jump, then even better.
It's been
Already
deep.
know.
It's been
Okay.
deep.
So the biggest part was, where am I going to
Where am I
lay
gonna
my
live?
head? Lay your head
Absolutely.
on my pillow.
Absolutely.
Okay. And friends from Chicago came through on that, or people you met when you got out there?
It's a combination of the two. When I first got there with some friends from Chicago that hooked me up with some other friends of theirs. And then as jobs kind of came, I was able to pay some rent. Then I rented a house with a lady. I rented a room in her house for a few months. It was just crazy. Then I stayed with another young lady that I met that's a girlfriend of a friend.
Right.
So it just was crazy, and I was like, I can't do this.
And living with people in general is not easy.
It's not easy, but let's listen to what she's saying.
Oh my God.
And that's that West Coast love, that West Coast easy breezy. I'm just gonna let a person stay here because you can't do that here.
Oh,
so that's like the beauty. That's like
you wouldn't get a key. Nobody would ever give you a key.
Let's just look at the
You can't
positive.
be there if I'm not there.
Right.
You
So the
could
positive
visit.
in this is people were so open
They
enough
really were.
and friendly enough to be like, yeah, hey, I got a room, I got a spare couch,
You're
a
good
bed.
here.
Yeah, come
Absolutely.
on. So that
Here's
is
the key to the couch.
And character reference and recommendation of who the person is. And I don't really deviate too far from that.
Yeah,
So, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm like, I'm good. You know, just ask the folks, I'm here to work.
Yeah.
And
I ain't
that's
here
really
for all
what
that.
it
Yep.
was.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. A lot of sleepless nights.
Right.
But the ocean is amazing.
right, girl. I know.
Whispering,
I
just
already
whispering
know.
sweet nothings in your ear, man.
We had our BET moment.
Yes, we did. We definitely found each other.
Right.
And then punk ass Michael Collier come walking in. I said, nigga, you ain't got no ticket. Hey, Mike, just fucking with you. All right, so that was this. This is that.
Okay, so now that you're moving and grooving in your lane, what is one thing that you like must accomplish this year in 2019?
Timeline.
Closing out the storage space here in Chicago and making a full transition to Atlanta. Which is another reason why I'm here. So, yeah. So
Right,
that's
just said,
how
I'm moving along.
To be an official resident.
to be an official resident.
So you have a Georgia license?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still Illinois, y'all. Still representing.
We're gonna get rid of that. That's,
They nice though. The little Georgia one with the little peach hologram. They nice. They
right.
nice.
how long do they last? Is the key.
Yeah, your shit is like no expiration date. Like, what? Can we get one of those?
How does that happen?
Okay. Okay. Well, that was that. This is the third. Looking back on it all and having it to do all over again. What's one step that you made that you wish? I understand. I learned from it, and we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. If you could take this decision back, what decision would that be throughout that process of becoming Susan Reed? What big mistake did you learn from, but you wish you could saw somebody else go through it instead of you experiencing it
And
yourself?
avoided it.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I love you all, I'm coming from the heart with this. I don't think that there are mistakes that people make when they're on their journey to pursue their passion and destiny. I think everything that happens is chronologically supposed to happen before you get to the place that you're supposed to be. So I don't look at anything as a mistake. I've had some challenges.
So let's talk about that then. What has been the biggest challenge?
She's a
or
Sagittarius. Let me
You
just
see, I
say
know she's a dancing machine.
so
She's going
y'all
to
feel
live around. I can
happen, it
cup
works for
half
us.
full this bitch all day. Hold on.
what
We're
we're
talking
saying
about.
If you could have been like, God, let the boy
Right, let me read the book on that one. Let me not write it.
I would probably say it would be financial. Like I just left, y'all, and like I said, this one knows. I did.
Just skirt, skirt,
Yeah.
skirt, skirt.
Somebody bought me a blanket. It's just been, but then that's the thing. Like I don't
That's
consider
part
it
of it, though.
right.
Yeah,
Somebody's like,
I
I
get
got
it. We
you
get it.
covered.
We get it. We have to ask.
Somebody
them.
else was like, oh, you know, I'll make sure you get here. Okay, well, I'm gonna send you somebody your cash app so you can do. So all of these people that I feel like invested in this,
Or became part of your village.
yeah,
It
was
all
just
worked
like
out.
that's so dope. That's so dope.
Very true.
See, and I can't say that that's a lesson that I would avoid because I didn't get up and moved on nothing. And so I already know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Packed up.
Yeah.
Things work out that way, though,
Just
when you
packed
do it
up.
like
Yeah.
that.
I think women are good.
Yeah,
at that.
women can do it. I don't know if men can do it.
Niggas be like, I'm from here. My mom lives here. What I'm gonna do?
If it's something that you chasing though, that you just really want to grind for, you're gonna be, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, if we
And it's,
learned
you know, I know
anything-
you all are great parents. See, I didn't have that. No
Yeah.
kids. No
That's why it was a little
spouse.
easy. It's easy
Yeah.
to just
Timing
move.
matters.
I lost
Yeah.
my mom 10 years ago. It's just, it was nothing really hit my brothers and my niece and nephew are on the East Coast anyway.
Okay,
so
okay.
there's nothing really
She could be
here.
free.
Yeah.
I'm so free right now.
Go!
Really.
Yeah, he's a little extra.
Bird can't fly in the cage.
It's okay.
Be free. Give us free.
Seriously.
I swear, man.
yes.
Well, I am humbled and honored to have you back on the show again. Reese, for the first time, meeting you. But we definitely appreciate you pulling up. We definitely want to see more of you because that means that you're getting the Gills, the voiceover work is going to be here, right?
Yep.
So the more we see you in the city, the more we know you're working. And then even when she's not here, we know she's getting the on-screen joints jumping off in the A. So it's the best of both worlds, but you have to step out on faith.
You do.
You have to take the first step and let God take the wheel.
Absolutely.
On the real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, tell them how to follow you one more time. Just say connect, they can support and all that, and then we'll sign out.
Okay, so I am on Instagram, Chicago, the number 2 LA, Films on Instagram, or just Susan Shy, CHI, the number 2 LA. And then if you can't catch me there, just go to my Facebook. I'm under Susan L. Reed.
Susan L. Reed, straight like that. Can we slow clap this beautiful queen out? And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up for another exclusive segment of This, That, and the Third. Once again, it's been a pleasure serving as your host. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King, the Third. And as always, my lovely co-host with the mostest, Miss Reese Peacey, the one and only. And we are the undisputed king and queen of Chicago podcast. Check us out.
Kels Production, yeah, that's me.